With the Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection just over a week away, I wanted to take some time to make a video on my main concerns about this release, and yes, while everything is still super exciting right now, will it still be the same after the Classic Collection releases? Hey guys, it's Twisted, and before we get into today's video, I just wanted to say a really big thank you to all of you that support the channel, especially everyone that's come by lately. It has felt so amazing to see the numbers similar to when Battlefront 2 was at its peak. So just know that I appreciate all of you that are watching. If you are new to this video though, and you do enjoy it, feel free to subscribe as we are approaching a pretty big milestone, which is 50,000 subscribers. And I would love to hit that this month. If we could possibly line it up with the release of the Battlefront Classic Collection, that would be awesome. So if you guys could do that for me, I would appreciate it. And let's get back into the video. Anyways, with that out of the way, what are these concerns that I mentioned in the beginning? And well, there's a few things that I wanted to talk about, but there is one main issue that sticks out a little bit more than the rest, and I'll touch on that in a minute. The first thing that I'm worried about is the price tag. And yeah, $35 may not seem like much to some, but to a lot of people that may not be justifiable for a 20-year-old game, especially if they've already have the game on Steam or on other platforms. I personally already own the Battlefront games on Steam for the OG Battlefront and Battlefront 2, and for people who are not content creators may not want to pay for the same game twice, which could limit purchases. However, this is a pretty minor concern at this stage because it looks like the pre-order numbers are extremely strong, and we will still have a pretty good player base for launch. However, in saying this, I mean, people that do already have the game are a little bit concerned that they have to repurchase it and buy it again for a higher price point just to have a few bits of DLC added. Mind you, I'm pretty excited for the DLC because it's something that I've never actually got to experience in Kit Fisto and Asajj Ventress because I never played the Xbox version of this game. So I never had these characters, I never got to use them, and it's something that I'm actually really looking forward to. Is it worth the price point on its own, which for me is going to be close to 50 Australian dollars? I'm not sure, but I'll let you guys know once the game is out. The studio in charge of re-releasing the Classic Collection, Aspyr Games, is also under scrutiny. After the launch of the announcement trailer, now you might be thinking what could possibly have gone wrong with the trailer. Well, to keep it short for you guys, the character model for Asajj Ventress was not using the correct animations. In the Xbox Live version of Asajj Ventress, she had a certain way of holding her lightsabers and her attacks were sort of in a nunchuck style animation, and in that trailer, it was not the case. Keen Battlefront enthusiasts spotted this and that she was in fact using a mod from an individual creator that used Ayla Secura's animations with a Ventress skin over the top to basically bring the Xbox Live, at least similar looking version of Asajj Ventress to the Steam updated modded version that we play now. Now, how this made it into the trailer and nobody at Aspyr kind of caught it or thought it would be a bad idea to publish it, I don't know. But at least they have come out and owned up to their mistake and stated that it will be fixed for launch and that they did use an older version of the Steam gameplay to capture the trailer. So they have given credit where credit is due, and I'm glad that the modder actually got called out and said that they were using his mod. I'm sure he's very flattered. But in saying that, I'm super excited to use the new and actual Asajj Ventress version from the Xbox Live days. The next thing I thought about that was potentially concerning was like the new generation of gamers. With younger kids these days growing up playing super realistic, graphically incredible games like the new Battlefront 2 or Call of Duty or whatever it is that they're paying this money for a Star Wars game that to them probably looks like it was made on Roblox might not draw many younger players in. I do hope a lot of the younger players are drawn to the fact that it is still Star Wars and choose to purchase it anyways, even though the graphics are outdated. Because if they give the game a chance, I know they will find the gameplay extremely enjoyable. So if you're a younger Star Wars fan and you're watching this video, don't let the graphics of the classic Battlefront stop you from actually trying out the Classic Collection. Now, lastly, the main point I touched on earlier is actually the longevity of the game. These days, we live in a time where people's attention span is so short and needs new things to be ever changing to keep us interested, and that's one part of my concern here. As much content as Battlefront Classic Collection will have, I'm worried that people are going to be so excited, play so much of it in the first week or two, but then the lack of new content or anything new will run dry and they'll be coming back to whatever games they're playing, whether it's Fortnite, Call of Duty, Pal World, Helldivers, whatever they might be playing, they'll go straight back to the new content that's constantly getting updated with new things. Also, with the addition of the 64-player online multiplayer action, that will definitely keep some people interested, but the difficult part about this is going to be filling these lobbies. Especially once the initial hype dies off, I'm not too sure how it's going to go. Not only is 64 players a lot of people to find, but you pair that with someone like me, who lives in Australia and where most games struggle to find full lobbies, after their initial hype phase, you can see why I'm concerned. Some of the things that I have to do is play on different servers overseas, struggle through 200 plus ping, things like that that are all going to affect the enjoyment of the game for myself, and I'm sure a lot of other people who are in a similar situation. Not only this, but we also have like no word on crossplay, and it's looking like it won't be an option in the Battlefront Classic Collection, which is unfortunate. At least if we had crossplay, filling lobbies would be easier to draw from multiple platforms rather than just their own. Although I guess console players at least get new and old gen together on the same servers, so that says something for PlayStation and Xbox players. Let me know what you guys think about these concerns in the comments below. Do you actually agree with me, or am I crazy and just overthinking it because all Star Wars releases tend to have something go wrong? Let me know, and if you guys want more videos on the Battlefront Classic Collection, you can check them out on screen now.